Mel, we're here in Robbinsville, North Carolina, at Two Wheel Inn. This is just a great location. We got the mountains behind us. We got all these cool roads around here. This seems like a great business opportunity.
Oh, it's peaceful. It's gorgeous out here. You're right.
You know, they got a place for your bikes. You can put your bikes. You know, we could take this. I was talking to the owner. He said for like $15,000, you can have part of the franchise.
Really? How would you do that?
Well, according to him, you know, you pay your $15,000, you get your blueprints, you get one-on-one consultation with him. He'll walk you through it. He'll help you with all the layouts, and he'll be your counselor, so to speak, your guidance counselor all the way through the process. Because according to Barry, the owner of this place, you can start with as little as 4 units. Some of these hotel chains that we've looked into for business opportunities, you've got to start with 18, 24, or 36 units. That's a major outlay. Plus the startup cost is like, $45,000.
Sounds like you can't go wrong with that, but I mean, what are the drawbacks do you think?
Well, the drawbacks I could see is it'd be difficult for somebody that was fully employed. Now, if you already was retired, you was looking for a second income, or you had an entrepreneurial spirit, and you wanted to be your own boss, I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
The drawbacks would be getting the approval from wherever you wanted to put the location. I'm sure each location, whether it's Texas, Arkansas, Florida, or even up north, would have their own city regulations or county regulations that you'd have to deal with.
I think it would be really nice because you don't go places with a bike and have a place to put your bike.
You're absolutely correct. You can spend 15 grand in a heartbeat and you don't get the type of return. He also was telling me that as an investor, as a part of the franchise, you get a 3% return on all future people who build these off the rooms that are rented.
Explain that a little more. I don't quite understand that.
Well, we have a franchise. We build a room. And then some of our friends decide that they want to put one somewhere else. They build it, get it up and running. We get 3% profit. We get a 3% residual of each one of the rooms that they rent.
Oh, wow. Well, that sounds like a good deal. You can't beat that. So you're home. You've got hours pretty much that you want.
Mm-hmm.
You make your own time, your own free time.
Think about all the tax write-offs.
Oh yeah, didn't even think of that.
Yeah, all the things that you do around here, all your sweat equity. If you're mechanically oriented or have carpentry skills or electronic skills or plumbing skills, you know, all that, you could use a lot of that as tax write-offs.
Write-offs, yeah. And think of all the people you'd meet. I like the idea.
Well, let's check into some more.
Okay.
It's a Two Wheel Inn, and it's just, I think we can look up and get some more information. The owner's name is Barry, his wife's name is Linda. Let's check them out and see if we can find out some more information.
Robbinsville?
Robbinsville, North Carolina.
Robbinsville. Hi, Barry. How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
Good, thank you. I've been talking to Jimmy K from Two Wheel Thunder TV, and he's told me about your Two Wheel Inn, that you've got a franchise opportunity. We've stayed here and love the place. Could you give me some details on, kind of what you've got to offer?
Sure. We're trying to set up a network of two-wheel inns across the country, like your larger chain hotels, and we're trying to get them set up in where biker destinations are. That way a biker can go from one two-wheel inn to the next, instead of, and he's welcome.
Well, and the thing I like about yours is that you have the garages
Yes.
for the bikes.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about what's going on with your bike, and I think that's a great opportunity that we can bring this out into all the other states.
Yes, it's a secured garage next to your room, and we offer a lot of other amenities in the rooms, but that's all in the book there.
Right. What do we need to do to get started?
To get started, you would fill out a confidentiality agreement and do like a financial statement, then we give you the franchise disclosure document,
Right.
and you have 2 weeks to read that, and you can show it to your attorney. And at that time, you can make a decision if you want to be part of the two-wheel in community.
How much does this tend to start up with?
The franchise startup is $15,000 for the name use, and then 3% royalty on the room sales.
Okay.
We'll hold your hand through the whole construction process. You pick a location, and we'll go to the local building officials to see what's required from them to build the buildings.
What permits or
What permits are
zoning and all
required,
needed. Right.
and you would want to build these out outside the city limits
right.
instead of within the city limits.
Right.
Well,
To
because of the
kind of avoid any kind of regulations or codes that might fall within the city limits.
Yes, sir.
You get outside of that.
It's hard to have a like a fire pit within city limits.
Right, right.
Whereas usually out in the county they'll let you do that.
Right, they don't have a problem with it. Right.
okay.
Now, with that being said, the $15,000, and you would basically be our personal consultant throughout the whole process up to opening day or your day of.
Well, I'll be there with you on opening day, and whatever it takes to where you're comfortable to basically be out on your own.
Take the training wheels off.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, and I'll be there the whole time.
Nice.
Great.
Very good. What about your overhead as far as upkeep with the rooms and stuff like that? I mean, you start off with 4 or 6 rooms at one time. Your maintenance is going to be, you're going to be able to maintain them on your own. But say, for instance, once you get into 12 or 24 rooms, it would seem to me like it'd be a little more overwhelming, and then your overhead's going to go up. Where do you stand here? I mean, you have how many here?
We have 17 rooms here now within 4 buildings. We started out with our first building, which started with 5 rooms, and we expanded from that point. The first building, my wife and I took care of the rooms.
Yeah.
And as we added the other buildings, and we hired local people, and
Right.
So
To help you along.
yes.
Because I mean, I'm sure after a while it becomes a little overwhelming trying to take care of 17 or 20 rooms or whatever. So you're going to have
Well,
to have
it's
that.
not too bad.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
So to get the ball rolling, we would need to get with you, get the contracts, get
Yes.
everything signed,
Yes.
and that's how we would get started.
And the biggest thing is finding the location, to set up a two-wheel in.
Right.
Okay. Well, I thank you very much. You've given
well,
us a
thank
lot
you.
of wonderful information.
All right.
Thank you.